Hello, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in for another interview with King Simon Entertainment here on the Cultural Scribe platform, where we have a platform that's dedicated to our artists, existing artists, established artists, up and coming artists, underground artists. They come and they share their journey and they let you in on how their experience been since they come into the music industry. And we're so excited to have another great interview for you today on the Cultural Scribe platform. Before we do, we always encourage you, if you have not subscribed already, make sure you guys subscribe, you follow us, you share, and hit the notification button to know when we're going live. You can come on live with us. We're on YouTube, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. Those are the social media handles right there on your screen. Make sure you guys follow us and share and subscribe. If you want to support us directly, that's the Cash App to support us directly. Make sure you guys do that. At this particular time, we want to thank our partners and our sponsors for their wonderful contribution. And if you are interested in becoming a partner and sponsor with us, please hit us up at our official website, at kingsolomonentertainment.tv. Send us an email requesting partnership and sponsorship, and we'll let you know how to make that happen. And we'll make it happen. We'd love to have you. Now you hear from our partners, our sponsors. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. GQ Auto Connect, simple, affordable, quality service that's worth it. New and used vehicles at a wholesale price and much more. 310-695-2404, Culver City, California. Tell them King Solomon sent you. GQAutoConnect.com. Hill to Hill Shoes, 310-743-5625. Affordable shoes for all occasion. HillToHillShoes.org. Tell them King Solomon sent you. Dr. Amanda J. Rosette, Doctor of Physical Therapy, low back, neck, shoulder pain, pain management, post-surgical rehabilitation. RosettePhysicalTherapy.com, 424-243-5261. Tell them King Solomon sent you. There you go. Thank you guys so much for listening to our sponsors. If you have anything you're interested in, make sure you hit them up. Let them know you heard about them on this platform, King Solomon Entertainment. They'll give you the King Solomon discount. And we'd love to have you to support what they're doing as well as this platform. Thank you guys so much. Without further ado, we are so excited to have our next guest here on the Cultural Scribe. This young man is making great strides in the music industry, R&B, fusion of everything his music has, his musicianship, from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and he's just been a wonderful, great artist, independent, very innovative. I can't wait for him to share his story with you. You got to hear it. It's interesting. I'm definitely going to ask him about it because a lot of things I read about in his bio, very interesting, and we're so excited to have with us today on the platform, Mr. Josh Waters. Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for having me. Pleasure to be here today, bro.
Thank you so much, man. I had to brag about you a little bit because when I read your bio, when I listened to your music, not only do you come from a great part of town, which is our southern roots, but your father, who played an intricate role in your life, being a community activist and a well-known person down south, but also how that transformed into your music.
Right.
So, and so that's a wonderful story, wonderful connection in that. And so please tell us, where did it all begin for you as far as your love of music? How do you know you want to do music?
Well, for me, like I said, I grew up in Mississippi, man. So growing up in a church and just getting that opportunity to sing in the choir was where I got the first start. My mom was a vocalist. My brother, he's a percussionist and a musician. So I kind of was just always around it. My mom always played like certain types of music in our house, and I gravitated towards it. You know what I mean? So I had different family members and cousins who would give me different jobs, like, come to the studio with me. And I guess there's one time when I was like 14 and 15 and I went, my cousin, he was like, come visit me this summer and write a record. And if you do, I'll go to the studio to record it. And I actually did. And the rest was history. From that moment on, man, it kind of just started to transpire and take its own turn from there. But yeah.
Wow. And so it woke up those desires you didn't know you had, and you found your passion in it. So as from that point to this one, What motivates you? What continues to push you to do it? What affirms that this is what you should be doing? What is that like?
Honestly, so I got a son. I have a 5-year-old son. He's my biggest reason, right? My biggest motivation behind what I do. You know what I mean? Because I want him to be able to see something and see himself directly in it. You know what I mean?
Mm,
So I would say that. But purpose, bro, it's God given. Like I got a job to do that exceeds me on and singing songs. This is a platform. It serves as a platform, in my opinion, allow me to do whatever else that is attached to the fulfillment. You know what I mean? So yeah,
no, absolutely. That's why I named the platform the Cultural Scribe, because I really believe artists definitely scribes and tell our story. It reflects art, reflects life, and life reflects art, and it combines, it connects. And I think rappers and musicians and artists tell those wonderful stories, and that climate very, very great in my opinion. They do a great job at capturing it in that time. And
right.
so the same thing with your music. So it's with saying that, what is your writing process? What is your creative process?
My writing process, it varies. Honestly, I just got booked for a writing session tonight, actually. But and so it depends if
Congrats, congrats.
someone else, um, or if I'm writing for myself. In terms of writing, I guess since we are my own record, usually it depends on how I'm feeling. At this point, I do it at such a high level that it's nothing to go in the studio and like pick up on something, in the moment type of thing versus taking months and actually trying to write out songs based off situations I was going through last year or coming up, whatever the case may be. So at this point, like I say, we do it at a pretty high level. So I'm skilled enough to be able to go to the studio and write about whatever is required of me in that moment. So
No,
that
that's good. That's growth. Because a lot of people, everybody had their own different process, but that's really good. You can go on the spot and begin to hear it. I piece, I hit a melody first, I hit this first, and that's good. That's really good. Got a
right.
trained ear.
Thank you.
So, are you a musician as well? How many instruments do you play? Do you play any instruments?
Just drums right now.
Drums, drums.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
okay.
marching in college actually. I was on the drum line at Alcorn State University.
Okay, okay, okay. That drum line and nothing like that. That's the sound of the band. That beat. That. Although I played the
Hard.
trombone, yeah. But the definitely the choirs and the drummers are definitely with the heartbeat. But I end up playing the trombone, and so I might So I do a little something. That was a long time ago though. But we thought the trombone section was the heartbeat, but the drums, they did their
Yeah,
thing. We all used to brag and talk stuff. You know how I go in the
yeah.
band.
You got it.
Yeah, yeah. So, so what's next for you as far as what you want to happen, what you want people to get from your music? What's like in your mind? What you think is coming next? More recognition, or
Definitely
what?
visibility for sure. So my debut album, I'm not sure um, if you're familiar with. I put out 52 songs last year.
Man, let me tell you, when I read your bio, and I seen you did that. I said I can't wait to talk to him, because let me tell you how innovative and creative I think that was, because that was pre-pandemic.
Right,
You started in January, and
right,
you in the bio said you did not miss a week, and
right.
so we didn't wasn't officially until March, and so for you to be already 3 months in and not knowing when we was gonna come out, because we was in it the whole 2020,
Hmm.
genius, because so many people was like, okay, I'm gonna hold my music. I don't know what's happening. That tour money is all the money we pretty much got in artistry. I ain't finna be put out my music that got no money, and so there was nothing really
Right,
in
right,
regards to music. And
right.
so if you were smart, you were put out, because guess what? They still had the virtual awards. They still had the virtual recognition. So I'm like, if you would have just put something out, you would have cleaned up. You probably got 9, 10 Grammys.
Ex- ex- ex-
Because I don't care how you get it, long as you get it, you can say, I'm Grammy Award winner Josh Waters. What? No, I thought that was genius. What gave you that idea, Mr. Waters? What gave you that
uh,
idea?
man, I honestly can't take the credit for it, bro. It was a divine thing. I started, so I'm signed to band with Atlanta here in East Point, Georgia, right outside of Atlanta, down the street from Tyler Perry Studios. But Willpower, he's the executive owner and producer here. And so when I started working with him and like being courted by the label, I started by doing an artist development program. So there's a 6-month program here. It consists of there's a trainer, there's a gym downstairs in our studio, there's a vocal coach, there's artist prep. There are 3 state-of-the-art studios in the back. So for 6 months, my day in 2019 consisted of just coming up here and like engulfing myself in what the craft is. You know what I mean? And learning a whole lot. And so at the end of 2019, I was with Bandwidth, but I hadn't signed yet. So it was kind of like, we didn't even know, you know what I mean, what direction we wanted to go. Did we want to put out a body of work? How did we want to go about this? So Willpower, being as innovative and creative as he is, he actually walked in the office one day and was just like, you know what? Next year, we putting out a song a week. And me being like the athlete that I am to the team, I didn't question it, man. I just went with it. And I knew that we had enough material to get through at least 3 to 4 months before we had to get back in and start like creating on the spot type of thing. But it just happened, and the rest started to follow suit. My team, we realized like, yo, it's 52 weeks in a year. It's 52 cars in the deck. How about we know that there's gonna be a lot of music to digest, so it might be smart for us to re-release these in suits at the end of each quarter. Uh, but yeah, it wasn't something I like pondered on for months and just had. It kind of the idea just kind of sparked on us. We didn't question it. We didn't question the workload. We just went with it. And yeah, so
I think it was genius because you got a lot of recognition during that time. You was able to be heard because there wasn't a lot of clutter, wasn't a lot of noise, wasn't a lot of people out, and so
exactly.
people had time to really listen. And the thing about your catalog and having that catalog, you can always go back and perfect and or change it or whatever you want to critique. Could make it a whole new song, but you got it. And I'm so glad you guys was able to do that because that was genius, in my opinion. That was just straight
Yeah,
genius.
no, thank you, man. It really means a lot, especially with everything that we have going on right now, with the debut album and stuff like that coming out. We're hoping that with the new eyes that'll be on the entity or the brand, the equation, they'll go back and find that other music.
Hmm.
I got a good feeling about what that's gonna turn into in the future.
It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be good. So, how would you articulate your sound? What is your message when you're performing? And what would you hope people will get when they hear your music?
Yeah. So my sound, man, so I keep like peeking at the debut album because it's sonically something that no one has heard from me before. And I'm super duper duper excited about it because I finally feel like I answered this question in terms of having a real sound. You know what I mean? Like we actually were intentional with coming up with something that we felt like didn't exist on anyone else, so that it would be tough to kind of box us in and compare. We could kind of stay alone and just show what it is that we do. But as of right now, speaking to the music that I have out, is very soulful. It's very intentional. Like I speak about love in ways um, to kind of provide, in my opinion, anyway, provide people with different perspectives and give people different ways to give and receive love without stepping outside of themselves. And I didn't necessarily sexualize women to do so. Um, And I feel like that's what you get from my music. You can hear the conviction and intention in the vocal. You can hear the purpose in the instrument selection. So it's soulful and very, very authentic, man. So yeah.
Amazing. That's a beautiful, especially when you hear new artists come up. Not just because oftentimes you might get a new artist that sounds like somebody else,
Right.
new artist that has their original sound, new artist that has a fusion of all sounds, and you just can't go wrong. But one of the most secret ingredients, in my opinion, is when they're able to tell because the topics never change. Whether you're in love, out of love, tired of love, the topics never change. But the way you tell it, and I think they're specializing in the nuances and the phenomena of how you tell it, and where you put the breather and the cadence and how you all that stuff that makes it new and makes it refreshing and innovative. That's what I anticipate. So that's amazing about to see with the artists up and coming to see how they express
Yeah.
topics been around, love been around forever, but how they express it, and
Right.
make it new.
Right.
Yeah. So who are some of your artists of influence?
Ah man, I gotta say Usher.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Usher, Music Soul Child. Grew up on like Eric
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you kind of looking like they first cousins. Okay, I see how that. I can see that. You know.
I, that's what my mom was playing in the house, man. And like I said, I'm from Mississippi, so I love Southern hip hop, like
Mississippi. Yeah.
UGK, Big Crit, Outkast, those types
Yeah.
of things. But
Yeah.
like, just kind of like soul music, stuff that
Yeah.
make you crunch your face up, that you can feel when you listen to it. Those were the things that inspired me coming
The
up.
first time you heard Anthony Hamilton, Charlene, right?
Yeah, it like never forget where you was when you heard
Yeah.
those.
Yeah. So
So yeah, those
yeah.
are the biggest inspirations.
Yeah, it's amazing. Listen to music, Soul Child music, beautiful, and all those wonderful, great songs he made. Amazing. He was telling it differently. It was like, wow, that's amazing. And and it was so great because he wasn't like when people think so, you gotta come out and belt, you gotta come out and sing. And he didn't do that. He came and he sold and he expressed it and he shared it
Right
almost like poetry mixed with, you know, it was a beautiful. It's beautiful way he said it. Beautiful way he
there.
said it. So, but I think that's the great thing about it, that when you come up with it, it works. It's like, oh man, this sounds great. I did it, you know. So that it's always exciting to see who able to do that, you know, as the time go on. Like, wow,
Yeah,
okay, he's all right. Because one of my favorites is Sunshine Walk. I mean, Summer Walker.
yeah, she's dope. She's
And
dope.
she, the way her posture is like she don't even move, and the way she comes out with the sound, her sound, and the way she take the breather, and where she's emphatical on some of the cadences. But she's not like a Kelly Price, but you feel it still because she's
Exactly.
especially at the right part of the music. It's like what? Wow, okay, I'm like okay, I feel you. I feel you. You know. And it's beautiful how she does that, and I just can't wait to see, you know, other artists who able to capture that and still get it and say, "Oh, I like this, I like this, I like this." So it's beautiful. So we can't wait for you to do that, and I'd love for you to perform something if you can right now to give us a little taste. You
A
know,
little.
yeah, a
Why?
little something.
I got y'all, man. I did early perform for God is Dope, and I did a Usher cover. So
Okay.
you remind me of a girl that I once knew. See your face whenever I look at you. You won't believe all of the things she put me through. This is why I just can't get with you. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, amazing, amazing. We love Usher. You can't never go wrong. I'm like, any song he picked is gonna be a good song. 'Cause we love Usher music, his catalog, and more importantly, his growth, how he grew over time. And when he came out with a Confessions, we like, what? Where you gonna go next? You know, where you like really? Like it just kept getting better and better and better. Amazing, amazing, man. So what's next for you? What you got coming up? What you want to let people know? What you want to share with the audience?
Actually, I'm getting ready to release, man, my first single from my debut album. It comes out October the 1st, actually, man. So that's what we got in the pot brewing up right now. I'm overly excited about this music, man. I really, really am. So October 1st, y'all be on the lookout.
So share your social media handles with them and how they can support you, how they can get in touch with you. Yeah.
Yep. You can find me everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Josh Waters Music, TikTok, Josh Waters Music. Text me, get to know me at 213-353-5965. Yes, it's really me, man. But yeah, Josh Waters Music across the board on all platforms.
What can we expect from the album?
Uh, it's the best male body of work R&B wise since Channel Orange by Frank Ocean.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. You go hold you to it. Go hold you to it. That's good. That's good. I couldn't have said it better myself. The best body. Okay, then. Well,
I'm
thank you
excited.
so much. Thank you so much for sharing with us, man. You welcome anytime. Thank you to your management for having you on, man. Like I said, I find you to be very intriguing and exciting. I just always hope for the best for those artists that really grab my attention, and I just feel a connection before I even meet you. And now this is affirming that connection that only good things is going to come. You know, the sky's the limit, and then you can go even further. You know, so I'm excited about what you got doing and what you got coming out and stuff. So,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Really appreciate that, man.
You're
Thank
welcome to come back anytime. Every time you drop, please come on back, share with us. You're welcome anytime, friend to the show. So thank you so much, Josh. Have a great rest of your day, brother. Keep being creative and keep making awesome music, man.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
You have to, my man.
All right, there. Say hi
All
to
right.
the family. Have a good day. All right. There you go. Josh Waters, another great artist here on the King Solomon Entertainment platform, the Cultural Scribes, where we talk one-on-one with artists, whether established, underground, coming up. And if you know any artists, please reach out to us at kingsolomonentertainment.tv and send us an email, and we can connect with you, bring your artists on. I'd love to hear from you, man. Thank you so much for coming and tuning in. Make sure you share, you subscribe, you follow. Let everybody know, man. King Solomon, we're moving forward. We're doing it. Until next time, guys. Thank you so much, man. YouTube, King Solomon Entertainment, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.